what you've been waiting for. The NBA on 2K Sport. And now we take a brief check at the matchups. Our starting five for both teams. First for the Warriors, Curry and Thompson, the Splash Brothers in the backcourt. And at the pivot, a terrific defender and all-around player, the Australian sensation, 7-footer Andrew Bogut. Then there's Iguodala, and it's Lee in at the 4 spot. And for Oklahoma City, the backcourt is Westbrook and Cephalosha. And in the paint, holding down the pivot, a physical and cruising big man at 6'10", Big Perk, Kendrick Perkins. And it's Durant, and it's Ibaka in at the 4 spot.
Well, you look at the turnaround last season for Golden State. A lot of it has to do with the steady presence of Jarrett Jack and Carl Landry off the bench. Both players brought a toughness and a level of competitiveness that was maybe missing from the Warriors the year before.
Curry kicks to Iguodala. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Lee. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And for the Warriors, such an impressive turnaround last season, but financial constraints, Clark, make it tricky for them, make it tricky for anybody. Keep teams together.
Well said, but I give the ownership credit for making the commitments necessary to put themselves in a good position going forward, Kevin. After such an impressive postseason showing, I think they want to continue that momentum.
Cephalosha passes to Westbrook. Curry meets him. It's tipped. To the middle. He kicks it to Thompson.
The fouls could be an issue here for him, so he's going to have to be very careful.
Jeremy Lamb's checked in for Kevin Durant. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
Boy, it was an impressive turnaround for Mark Jackson and the Warriors last season. I mean, his promise of making the playoffs didn't come together in his first season at the controls, but in year 2, they got it done. And I'll tell you what, most thought Mark would be a really outstanding coach, and he's well on his way to making that a reality.
Curry against Westbrook. Curry dishes to Thompson. Kicks it to Lee. It's stolen by Ibaka. Now the fast break. Line with the ball. Puts the lead pass in front of him. Iguodala with the block. And even 3-on-3 break. On its way from Curry for 2. Westbrook pulls it in. Thunder have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And for Mark Jackson, there have been some questions. He had never spent time as a coach, even as an assistant. I guess the question was, Steve, would he be able to take over the reins as a head coach?
Well, the biggest thing you want to do as an NBA coach is have your players buy into what you're selling. And Mark Jackson's been able to do that. His players believe in him. He motivates them. They like playing for him. And that's most of the battle right there.
Tries to keep it alive, but he recovers it. Thompson outside. This one for 3. Gets the bucket.
Well, he's a spot-up shooter, one of the best. One of those guys who, if you give him an inch, I mean, that's all it takes. He will let it fly and frequently knock down that shot.
And Steve, he's earned a nickname that's familiar to anybody that's followed basketball, the microwave. There's no slow build-up with him. All he needs is one shot to go down, and it can set him off, turn him into a real scoring machine. He cooks with gas, not electricity. Well, it's interesting, guys. Klay Thompson, as we all know, is a deadly outside shooter. But I think early in his NBA career, he struggled a bit with his touch around the rim. So it's nice to see as last season wore on, he started to find that touch around the glass and finish against bigger guys, which is much needed at the 2-guard position.
Well, and Clark, going back to Klay Thompson, he wants to be a complete player. His dad certainly was, and, Steve, he's just not a shooting specialist.
No, he's got the size and ball handling ability to really attack off the dribble, and he's also become an excellent defender, too. Greg Popovich talked about it during their playoff series a year ago. Thompson really did a nice job at that end of the floor. Boy, that's embarrassing, guys. He's going to have a hard time living that one down later when they watch it on tape.
The Warriors leading. Outside Curry. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Clock at 6. Iguodala outside. By Cephalosha. The fadeaway gets the bucket. And here's Westbrook. Now let's go to Doris Burke, who had a chance to catch up with head coach Scott Brooks.
He said one of the key points for them defensively will be limiting the production of David Lee, adding he's a guy who can score inside and out, plays with great energy, and his passing really opens up their whole offense. We've got to keep him off the glass and always see ball and man when he's got it. Basketball 101, Kevin. We'll see if they can execute.
Thanks a lot, Doris. The Thunder have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Cephalosha kicks to Westbrook. Here's Lamb. The three-pointer, no good. Warriors have gone 2 of 6 from the field. It's Iguodala with the drive. Curry with it. Westbrook picks him up. Curry, good. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder.